Hello everyone, my name is Slumperd and welcome back to Symmetria episode 20 I believe. And as you can see I have been at work here underneath our... well actually what is gonna be our base, but in the underground of part of it. As you can see I've went with the lava thing that I was talking about last episode. Yeah, that's there now with a layer of glass over it to keep it a little bit safer. And so these islands, we'll have to see what we make of those. Also here on the watery area, I'm not sure if I wanna add water to it. It seems a bit risky as a lot of it is like concrete powder, so that will harden if it comes into contact with water. But I've been kind of working to spread this out further and deeper. I'm not sure how far it was in the last episode, but it's a lot farther now, I'm fairly sure. So there's that, and also I had this location. I'm not sure. I kind of should have rewatched last episode before I started recording this one, because I'm not sure. At one point, at least, I had start building something here, like akin to that kinda. But I stopped myself and broke it down again, because what I think I want to do is, I don't know which episode anymore, but in an episode ago, I said that I wanted to start moving everything up there to, in like fake houses were in here, and then the less fake houses where would be locations to my base. So I want to start that here. And I'm gonna have to put a beacon somewhere so I can instant mine this, but yeah, I want to start here, make a bit of a tunnel before the thing actually starts, because I think in the end it's gonna look better if this looks as similar as possible to the actual like fake locations, and not make this obviously more detailed, as it were, than the rest are. Alright, and this is, I'm still collecting granite for the flying islands, so that's why those are here. This was all granite before. But yeah, one thing that I do want to do... okay, I need to put something there, because I'm gonna just keep falling in there. Okay, maybe you can still hear the plane, but I'm also now wondering, like in here, I have it directly go into the lava from the walls. But here I also have these places where they kind of like flatten out a little bit first. I'm not sure if I should keep with that, if I should do this everywhere. What I'm saying. We'll see. So what I was saying, what I want to do here is, the first thing I want to build is a storage system, and I think I want to challenge myself in the way that I want to make it a auto sorting system, or storage system. Auto sorting storage system. And I'm not great with redstone, and especially not when it comes to like item sorters and all that stuff. So what I am gonna look instead is, a couple of episodes ago we had a backdraft for us to make an item sorter and hook that up to a burn mechanism. But I think if we just take a couple of screenshots on that, see how it works, how many items need to be in which hopper, I think we can rebuild that. And if we can rebuild it, we can just replace Scott with whatever we want to sort, and I think that should work then. So that's what I'm going to try for this episode, and I hope it's going to work. We are here at the sorting and burning module that Backdraft built for us, and it is slightly less accessible than I hoped it was, but I think it's still, because I think here there is trapdoors, we can use the same thing then. And 41 cot, and that goes into... I don't know why this one is pointed that way or if that's important, but we're just gonna do that as well. And oh, there's also storage here, that's probably not a good thing to not forget. But yeah, you might be thinking like, why don't you just follow a tutorial or find something on the internet? And the thing is that usually I find those, well, like, not difficult to like rebuild block for block, as it were, but I do find them difficult to then after that like know what it is or what I'm building. And I think if I do it this way, just see it and then try to rebuild that it's gonna make register a bit more in my brain, like this is what you need and how you build it. So I'm hoping for that, and if I don't figure it out from this, then we can always still look at the tutorial. But what I was gonna say, yeah, so first we need to make the space actually where we're gonna build this, and then we need to build it, or at least get the materials to build it. I do think I still have a lot of chests in my ender chest, so that should be good. Oh yeah, and I also, if we can get there on time, okay, then. Yeah, so this area is the area just behind my base. I think I've shown this before, but at this point I have only like I've put pillars here to claim it, like, hey, someone's building here, and underground I am most certainly building. But like this is by and large still a just completely naturally generated area. And I think we should start building here something. I'm not sure what yet, and oh yeah, you can see a little bit of it there, but the other island is at some point also gonna be there, so it is gonna be slightly more obvious in the future. But that's still for this whole, there's a pretty large area here that's still not very clear, as it were. So I was thinking maybe what I can do is grab this area here, and similarly what we did over there, make over there with making a village, and also make some form of village here, make it a bit more of a fishing village, and see how that works out. But other than that, I'm not really sure yet what I want to do with this area. I definitely want to do something at some point, but that might be for the future. There should also probably be a way to get in my base, because well, there technically is this way now, but there should be like a real way in. And would you look at that, we have a big empty hole. And I was gonna say, because as it turns out right above here there was a cave that I hadn't found yet before, so I was gonna say that setting this thing up with that cave included oh, you can see it, but it took longer than the mining itself. But in the end, actually, if we mine over here, I also mined here into a ravine that I don't think I found this one before. Maybe it connects somewhere to that ravine that's part of our base now. But yeah, as you can see, we had a bit of company. And this is about how large we can get it, at least in that side. I do think it's still gonna need a bit more expanding, like over here and over here. This is the reason I want an auto sorting system. Like, you have this chest right here. It isn't supposed to be meant for storage at all. I have this area over here that was supposed to be for like all the stuff that I found mining but didn't use. But because I know that if I go here, then I have to go through all these chests and like find the right one and then put everything in, and then all that nonsense. If every time just think, you know what, I'm just gonna go to that chest, which is close by, and dump everything in there. And which I now can't because it's full, so I'm just gonna put it over here. So that's the main goal that I want to achieve with this, is I want to have maybe one chest, double chest, where I can just throw all my garbage in. If we want to put it here, and then maybe have then over here we'll have like one chest for things that haven't been filtered, so that would mean that we need a lot more things. And also what I think might be a better idea of, oh no, not that, but having them place like that, so they take up a lot less space. Because it's of course easier in this build to go sideways than backwards. Though, yeah, we can technically incorporate this in the build. It's not that big a deal, but now let's just try this. So probably then need to go from over here through some hopper and then up here and then sideways over there through water streams and comes back over here. I think that should be good. I'm just gonna fill it for a bit, and when I've got something to show you, I'll show you. And this is our first, I was gonna say version, but literally at this point still just a copy of what we saw with backdrafting. And it's working this way. I had to make a couple trips back because the orientation of the hopper seems to matter. And when I was done with it, I was like right against the roof, so I didn't have any space anymore for the water streams. And what I then thought was, you know, let's just make it a lot bigger so we have some space to work with. And then when I was down here again, I thought, you know what I should do? I should make more chests, because now I have 5 double chests, and if I want to store stone in here, that's just not going to be enough. I think I have already more than 5 stone chests full of stone in my other areas right now. And so I thought, like, let's add some more on top of this, but then that's also a problem in the form of that then there is a chance that I am not gonna leave enough space for this again, or there is there's also a point of, like, this one is still easy to reach, but one above here, well, I might still be able to reach it, but one above there I definitely would have to jump for it. And in this way they are designed now, they aren't gonna properly fill up that way, so I might have to kind of do this differently. But what I was also thinking is, what if we take this thing and place it like over here somewhere, and then we filter the items here, and then from that filter there send up to a stream over here again and send up here, because that way I don't have to do a lot of redstone in the air. That's one thing, but I also don't have to worry about leaving enough space for this, and then I can just see how I want to design this, because I think I want this in a version where the item stream completely through to the end. So maybe that will just an example, turn it into something like this. No, that's not gonna work that way. Something like this, and then up to the top that. The only problem is, of course, that even this one, that if there's items gonna go in this one, that they're... Oh wait, there actually go. Okay, I thought they would just go immediately in this one, but in that case that's perfect. So then we'll do it this way. This is actually what I've come up with. In contrast to just copying here, I have to try and experiment myself here. Because so this is just still the filter that works if you put it in, and it starts pushing blocks out here, and it just keeps doing it until I hope they're almost out of them. Come on, you're making too much noise. Oh, okay, that is actually a problem that I didn't see coming. I don't know how that happened. But the problem, so there's probably easier ways to fix this, but I wanted to try and keep it in like this 2 block space, as it were, so I can have my next module, as it were, start here, which it now can. But as you did see in my first attempt, we'll just try again, see if that was just random or if that happens every time. But because it's split out, okay, I don't know how that works, but yeah, that would be annoying if that like stops functioning now and again. Yeah, it's so after maybe Yeah, sorry, at this point I'm recording and trying to troubleshoot at the same time. Okay, but it does that every time, so that does mean I do have to change it. That's too bad, because I was actually pretty happy with how I'd solved this. Okay, I'm not sure why, but when I put a delay on this repeater here, it started working. This piston like pushes it real big, and then it spits out the thing. And with the delay on there, it doesn't do that. So that's good, because that still means that we can fully use my original idea. I'm saying original. I'm sure that other people have come up with it before me, but I've come up with myself now, so I'm happy with that. I think I'm gonna leave it here for this episode. Next episode will hopefully start with a much larger, almost finished storage system. But in any case, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye!